Imagine a quiet Sunday morning. The sun is filtering through the blinds, casting warm stripes across the floor. You're sipping a perfectly average cup of coffee, not a handcrafted artisanal single-origin brew that costs $12, just a regular cup of coffee. It's warm, it's comforting, and it's yours. In this moment, there is no leaderboard. There is no one to impress. Yet, even in these quiet moments, a nagging question often creeps into the back of our minds. Is this enough? Shouldn't I be doing more? Shouldn't I be striving to be the absolute best at something, anything right now? This relentless question is the soundtrack to modern life, a constant hum telling us we're falling behind in a race we never consciously signed up for. This pressure isn't some grand conspiracy. It's woven into the very fabric of our world, starting from when we are children. At school, you're graded, ranked, and sorted. Your report card isn't just a measure of learning. It's a scoreboard that pits you against every other kid in the class. Your parents, with the best intentions, might compare you to a cousin who got into a better college or a neighbor's kid who became a violin prodigy. They want the best for you, but what they often mean is they want you to the best. This message is relentless, echoing through every stage of life until we internalize it as an undeniable truth. To be average is to be a failure. Workplaces are no different. They are modern-day gladiator arenas. We are told to climb the corporate ladder, to hustle harder, to out-innovate, and to crush our quarterly goals. Your performance is measured in KPIs. Your value is tied to your productivity, and your success is displayed through job titles and salary bumps. The entire system is designed to reward the outliers, the top 1% who sacrifice their sleep, their relationships, and their sanity for a shot at the top. The rest of us are left feeling inadequate, as if our steady, honest work is somehow less valuable because it doesn't come with a flashy headline or a corner office. The pressure to stand out becomes a constant, exhausting performance. And then there's the digital world, a highlight reel of everyone else's curated perfection. Social media bombards us with images of people living their best lives on exotic vacations, launching successful businesses from their laptops, or flaunting their perfectly sculpted bodies. It's a comparison machine running 24/7, designed to make you feel like your normal, everyday life is tragically boring and insignificant. We scroll through feeds of exceptionalism and wonder where we went wrong. The problem is, this digital fantasy isn't real. It's a carefully edited version of reality. But the pressure it creates is very, very real, leaving us perpetually chasing a standard that doesn't exist. From a young age, we are fed a particularly toxic piece of self-help fluff, the idea that every single one of us is destined to be special. We're told we're unique little snowflakes, each meant to do something extraordinary and leave a world-changing legacy. This sounds nice and empowering, but it's actually a huge burden. Think about it. If everyone is supposed to be extraordinary, then by definition no one is. It creates an impossible standard. This belief sets us up for a life of feeling like we're constantly failing to live up to some grand, cosmic potential that was promised to us in a Disney movie. This myth of being special is a heavy crown to wear. It forces you to believe that your life only has meaning if you achieve something remarkable. Write a best-selling novel, discover a cure for a disease, or become a famous influencer. It discounts the profound value of a life lived with quiet dignity, kindness, and simple connection. The pressure to be special makes you see your ordinary life not as a source of comfort and joy, but as evidence of your mediocrity. It's a self-imposed prison where the walls are built from your own inflated expectations, and the warden is the voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough yet. The truth is, most of what we do in life will be decidedly average, and that is completely, fundamentally okay. Most of us will have normal jobs, live in normal houses, and have normal relationships. We won't all be rock stars or tech billionaires. Statistically, it's impossible. By accepting this simple fact, you're not giving up. You're liberating yourself from a pointless and painful struggle. You're freeing yourself from the need to constantly prove your worth to a world that, frankly, isn't paying that much attention anyway. The weight of that special crown is crushing, and taking it off is the first step toward genuine happiness. Let's be honest, the desire to be special is often rooted in insecurity. We want to be exceptional so that we can feel important and worthy of love and respect. But you don't need to be a genius or a hero to be worthy. Your worth is inherent. It doesn't come from your achievements or your accolades. It comes from the simple fact that you are you. Clinging to the idea that you must be extraordinary is a way of avoiding the difficult, messy, and beautifully mundane reality of just being human. It's a defense mechanism, and it's one that is holding you back from enjoying the life you actually have. So, what happens when you stop? What happens when you consciously decide to step off the high-speed treadmill of competition and let everyone else sprint ahead in their desperate race for success? The first thing you'll notice is a profound sense of relief. It feels like taking off a heavy backpack you didn't even realize you were carrying. Suddenly, you have room to breathe. The constant noise of comparison starts to fade, and in its place, you find a quiet space to simply exist. This isn't laziness or apathy. It's a radical act of self-preservation in a world that wants to burn you out. This freedom allows you to redefine what success means to you on your own terms. Maybe success isn't a promotion or a bigger paycheck. Maybe it's having enough free time to read a book in the park, learn how to bake bread, or just sit with a friend and have a real conversation without checking your phone every 5 seconds. When you're not constantly looking over your shoulder to see who's catching up or who's ahead, you can finally look forward at your own path. You get to choose your own direction, even if that direction is a slow, meandering walk through a peaceful forest instead of a frantic climb up a treacherous mountain. Letting go of the need to win gives you permission to enjoy things just for the sake of enjoying them. You can pick up a new hobby, like painting or playing the guitar, without the pressure of having to become a master at it. You can just be wonderfully, gloriously average. You can paint messy, imperfect pictures that will never hang in a gallery, but will bring you immense joy. You can strum chords that are slightly out of tune, but are the soundtrack to a happy afternoon. The outcome doesn't matter anymore. The process, the simple act of doing, becomes the reward. This shift in perspective is liberating because it frees you from the tyranny of other people's approval. When you stop competing, you stop needing validation from others. You no longer need them to tell you that you're smart, successful, or talented. You find that validation within yourself. You can appreciate your own steady effort, your own small improvements, and your own quiet contentment. The race for external rewards is endless because there's always someone with more. But the journey toward internal peace has a clear destination. It's right here, in this moment, when you decide that you are already enough. The word mediocre has been unfairly dragged through the mud. We associate it with failure, laziness, and a lack of ambition. But let's look at what it really means. The root of the word comes from the Latin, meaning of a middle state or in a middle condition. It's about being in the middle, not at the extreme ends of the spectrum. Seen this way, mediocrity isn't about being a loser. It's about finding balance. It's about rejecting the exhausting highs and devastating lows of a life lived in constant pursuit of the next big thing. It is the art of building a life that is sustainable, stable, and deeply satisfying. A mediocre life, by this new definition, is a rich one. It's a life where you have enough time and energy for all the things that truly matter. You have time for your work, but you also have time for your family. You have energy for your personal goals, but you also have energy to rest and recharge. You're not the best employee, but you're a reliable and respected colleague. You're not the perfect parent, but you're a present and loving one. You're not a fitness guru, but you're healthy enough to enjoy a long walk. This isn't failure. This is a balanced, well-rounded existence, and it's something to be celebrated, not ashamed of. Think of life not as a vertical ladder to be climbed, but as a horizontal landscape to be explored. The person obsessed with climbing misses the vast, beautiful world around them. They're so focused on the next rung that they don't see the flowers blooming at their feet, the river flowing nearby, or the community of people who want to connect with them. Embracing mediocrity is about choosing to explore this landscape. It's about finding joy in the small, everyday discoveries. The taste of a fresh tomato from your garden, the sound of rain on the roof, the comfort of a shared laugh with someone you love. These are the things that make up a life, and they require no ranking. This balanced approach allows for a deeper kind of living. When you're not chasing external validation, you have the mental space to cultivate an inner life. You can develop your own values, not the ones society hands you. You can practice kindness and compassion without needing an audience. You can find meaning in contributing to your community in small, unseen ways. This is the quiet substance of a good life. Mediocrity, in this sense, is not the absence of excellence, it is the presence of wholeness. It's the simple, profound peace that comes from accepting who you are and where you are. In the end, life is not a competition. There is no final scorecard, no grand prize for being the most successful, most admired, or most exceptional person in the room. Joy, kindness, and love are not limited resources that you have to fight for. They are abundant, available to everyone, regardless of their status or achievements. The real joys of being human are found in the moments of connection, not in the moments of victory. They are found in the shared meal, the helping hand, the comforting hug, and the quiet understanding between two people. These things don't require you to be number one. Embracing your beautiful, ordinary life is an act of courage. It's choosing peace over pressure, contentment over comparison. It means finding joy in the simple, real things that fill your days. The joy of rest after a long day of honest work. The pleasure of a hobby that you're not very good at but love anyway. The comfort of familiar routines and rituals. The warmth of relationships that are built on acceptance, not expectation. These are the building blocks of a happy life, and they are available to you right now. You don't need to achieve anything more to deserve them. So here's the simple, freeing truth. You are enough. You, with your imperfect life, your average job, and your messy, wonderful humanity, are enough. You are not alone in feeling the weight of the world's expectations, and you are not alone in your desire for a quieter, more peaceful existence. Millions of people all over the world are living meaningful, happy lives without ever making a headline or winning an award. They are the backbone of the world, the silent majority who have found beauty in the ordinary. Their lives are not small, they are full. I invite you to make a choice. Choose peace over the relentless pressure to perform. Choose to see the beauty in your own uncurated reality. It's okay to just be. It's more than okay. It's a path to a more authentic and joyful way of living. Let go of the need to be special, and you will discover something far more valuable: the freedom to be yourself. Your life doesn't need to be loud to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most beautiful stories are the quietest ones, and your story, exactly as it is one of them.